Were you there in the beginning? That place that Rumi speaks about, were you there? Can you recollect? You can't even go as far back as your body birth, because your mind has been rewired, reprogrammed into stop thinking about that original beginning state, that original child you, into becoming something other than what you're not. We are a species of completely deluded state when the mind wants to try and replicate that what we already are. That's duality, you see. Duality is you, this genuine article, this absolute 100% truth. And something says, I can show you what you are. And for years as a child, I don't know, I don't need this. I don't need anyone to tell me what I am. But they stand in front of you everywhere. Everywhere. I even do it with my own grandchildren. You go in front of their face to get their attention and say, look at me, I'm your granddad. I'm going to look after you. I'm going to tell you how life is. I'm going to hypnotize you into becoming a mind state, because this person that you see in front of you is a mind state at this point. And then something clicks and says, what are you doing? Get out of the baby's face. We're puppets, you see. The mind that reflects truth is a puppet, because it's reflecting the idea that we are in our original state still all connected as one. And there's one puppet master pulling a string with zillions and zillions of strings attached, working them all like a maypole and the ribbons swirling around. And the puppet master is consciousness. It's not even a man with a beard. It's a magical, mysterious experience. It's unknowable. So the mind tries to replicate the puppet master. I'm in control of you. You'll do what you're told. So you're caught between the twixt and the tween. Is this not true? Is this not life as it is? I want to do something. I just want to be left alone. Not doing anything. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to participate in the school right now. I want to go outside and go for a walk. Because something inside says, your body, the body is speaking. The body is not comfortable sitting at one piece. It wants to stretch. It wants to experience itself walking. But the puppet master, the mind, who in this occasion becomes the teacher, or becomes your mind, you don't even ask to go out because you think, well, I'm not allowed. So the puppet master's in the head. You're not allowed. You're not going anywhere. You have to sit through this. You'll do what you're told. And all these reasons, the parents will be unhappy. You won't learn. You'll fall behind in class. Teacher will give you into trouble. And even the teacher, if I want to go for a walk, you go for a walk and break. You can't go. I am the puppet master. That's duality. Duality is the pure you, the you that just moves with life, and the one that reflects this moving with life knows that regardless of the mind controlling the body, the puppet master controlling the body, it is exact reflection of consciousness controlling the maypole and the ribbons. But what humanity, and you'll only understand this in awakening, what humanity does not know is that consciousness is not controlling it, controlling us in a way, in a recognized method, with an intent, with a purpose. It's just spinning. and it's spinning in all directions. And we're all moving around in our motor vehicles, crossing over each other, passing by each other, occasionally hitting each other, because we're so frantic, the mind is so frantic in controlling these vehicles. It's duality. Duality is you, the original you. And when you say, I want to be left alone, are you telling the puppet master of mind, or are you telling consciousness? You cannot be telling consciousness, because you don't want consciousness to leave you alone, because you don't want consciousness to disconnect that ribbon, cut that umbilical cord and leave you floating in space. No, I want to live. I want to remain in the body. And therefore you say, well, I have to obey consciousness. And that's true. But that reflective shadow, I have to obey mind. Yeah, that's me. You have to obey the head. And if you're not obeying your own head, you have to obey every other head that is trying to organize and systematically control into a way of evolution. We're evolving on our own. Nature is evolving on its own. We are becoming a species of different qualities as we talk right now. And we're not controlling anything about it. Namaste.